All right, so let's get things underway. I want to be sure that I respect your time. This is the next in a series of online events that I'm doing 7 days a week, free until the end of April. And my goal is to help businesses work together to navigate this difficult situation that we all found ourselves in, not something we counted on at the beginning of January. And while there certainly are some reports that maybe depending on where you are, the country will open up, the state will open up, whatever. The reality is that even if the economy is so-called opened up, it's not like throwing a switch and everything will be back to normal. So I would like for you to help in any way you can by sharing my emails and sharing my social posts and like my social pages and let people know that you have been attending these sessions that you have found helpful. And during this session, please let me know the struggles that you're having with marketing. Go ahead and ask questions. Throw those questions in the question box or the chat box. I'll be looking at both of them. No worries there. But let me know the struggles that you're having. And also, if along the way you forget where the Q&A and chat boxes are, take a look at your screen right now. The red arrow will point to where the Q&A and chat boxes are. If that toolbar disappears, just move your mouse and it will reappear. And once again, let me know the struggles that you're having with marketing and I'll address them during the session. This is a 20-minute version of a 90-minute workshop, so we have a lot to cover. And here's what I'm going to teach you in the next 20 minutes. It's how to grow your list. Your list is the most valuable thing your business has. The most valuable. That's who you market to. These are people who know who you are. These are the people that you've already begun to develop a relationship with. So as one of the most valuable assets, if not the most valuable asset of your business, don't ever sell it. So, I like to ask this question: why are you here today? And I'm sure that the answer is you want to make more money. So I'm here to help you make more money. And let's start out with a stat. And that stat is about the number of people who check their email every day. Did you know the number is 99%? Just about everybody is checking their email every day. And especially now with so many people that are quarantined, stay at home, shelter in place, whatever you want to call it. They're checking their email all the time. And so it's important that you show up in their inbox. And I'll show you some tricks to get more opens and get more clicks on the emails that you send. My name is Countess. I've been known as one of Constant Contact's top partners in the world for over 8 years. And I've been a senior marketing executive at 3 Fortune 100 companies. But for the last 19 years, I've been helping businesses of all sizes grow with digital marketing. In fact, if you joined me yesterday, you know that the Countess Group celebrated its 19th birthday yesterday. And what we do is we help you gain an unfair advantage over your competition by teaching you how to market your business more effectively. And we are a full service company. Just about anything you need to market your business, we can help you with. Okay, so let's get into it. There are 3 things that are super important when it comes to your marketing campaign. The first is the value of your list. The second is you've got to have a goal. Every time you send an email out, every time you do a social post, every time you create a video, you've got to have a goal. It's got to be pretty clear what that goal is. You can't be all over the place. And the third important thing to have clarity on in your marketing campaign is understanding your audience. So let's start with this thing called the value of your list. No matter how big or small your list is, it's got an intrinsic and in some cases an extrinsic value. So I want to take you through a quick exercise so you really get a handle on what I'm talking about here. It's about the size of your list and your average sale. That's what makes your business valuable. And let's use a very simple example. If you were to take out a piece of paper and write down the size of your list, that's the number of people who you market to, what would that be? In this example, let's use 300 people on your list. And let's say your average sale is $900. That implies that the value of your list is about $250,000, 270,000. That's not to say that every time you send out an email or every time you post something on social media or every time you put something on YouTube or every time you update your website that you'll generate $250,000 in sales. That would be very nice, but that's not very realistic either. But rather, it's to help you understand that every time you add another name to your list, or every time you do an event and you collect a bunch of business cards and you add those people to your list, that increases the value of your business. So once again, the three most important things about your business and the things you have to have clarity on before working on an email is number one, the value of your list. Number two, understanding what your goal is. And number three, making sure you understand who your audience is, because you want to be sure that it's relevant to your audience. Okay, so let's talk about growing your marketing list and how to take advantage of email marketing's 42-to-1 return on investment. All right, I am going to move ahead on a couple of slides. For the sake of time, I want to be sure we get everything in and get through all of the content that you're about to see. So let's go.
Email is an essential way to build customer relationships and get real business results. Your customers check email several times a day. Email marketing makes beautiful, professional-looking emails affordable, easy, and ready to send in just 3 steps. First, choose a customizable template and add your message, colors, logo, and images. In just minutes, you've created your email. Second, import your customer list from Gmail, Outlook, and more. When you're ready, divide your list into groups so the right people get the right message. No list? No problem. Get your list growing in no time by asking your current customers and friends to sign up. Your customers can even join your list from their phones or your Facebook page and website. Want to reach customers beyond the inbox? It's easy to share your emails on social networks like Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and for your customers to share with their networks too. Think of it as the word of mouth your business relies on, gone social. Your third step? Hit send and let email marketing track your results for you. See how many opens and clicks your email is getting, and watch business roll in.
Okay, so with that as a backdrop, question for you. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Here's the thing, you want to use email to engage with people and stay top of mind. Email really is a tool that helps you communicate and build relationships that in turn engage and encourage people to get involved with your organization or your nonprofit or to make a purchase. So here's what I'm going to talk about. Number one, how to build a permission-based list. Number two, how to entice people to sign up. And then very briefly, I'll talk about constant contact sign-up tools. So if you're ready, let's talk about how to build a permission-based list. I want you to think about the last time you received an email from a sender that you didn't know or that you didn't sign up for. What was your initial reaction and what did you do with that email? A lot of us get a little worried and wonder how people actually got our email address and then they just delete it or unsubscribe or mark it as a spam. And these are all very common reactions to getting an email that you didn't sign up for. So think about this. If you buy a list, for instance, and you send out an email to people on this list that you purchased, they're getting an email from someone they have no idea who you are. They're probably going to consider it as spam. So getting permission to send your emails is important. Now, they may verbally request to receive your emails, maybe check a box when they sign up. For instance, when you signed up to attend this event, you did have a checkbox that said, do you want to be added to the list or not? And by the way, we will be sending out an email that thanks you for attending this session. But I want you to think about the last time you signed up for a list and more specifically, how you signed up. Maybe you were in store making a purchase back in the old days when we could actually go outside. Or maybe they asked you, or maybe you saw a link to sign up on their Facebook page. There are three categories of list growth. One is the in-person style, one is in print, and one is online. So when things open up again, and if you have a brick and mortar location, if you see people in person, whether in a store or perhaps at a Chamber of Commerce event or something like that, just ask people, either while they're making a purchase from you, when you're helping somebody, maybe at an event. In print, you can actually have signage at your location. You can add to your business card, hey, sign up for our list, go to this URL. Maybe you have a sign up thing on flyers or brochures or direct mail. And you can also use a text to join technique. And then of course online. Easy to grow your list online. And if you're using various marketing tools, you can have people that go to your website sign up to be on your list. So for example, when you go to our website, when you go to leave a page, there will be a pop-up that says, gee, if you haven't joined our list yet, this would be a good time to do so. So online on a website is easy to do. And if you're attracting people to your website, you want them to come back. And one of the best ways to get them back is to have them sign up to be on your mailing list. So when they receive an email from you, it has a link to your website. On social media, in your email signature, during an online purchase or donation, lots of ways for people to sign up online. So how do you entice people then to sign up? Well, let me ask you this question. When was the last time you woke up in the morning and said, I can't wait to get another email? You probably haven't done that ever. So why people do subscribe and the enticements that you want to give them to subscribe to your list so they're not surprised when they get an email from you is that you might entice them by telling them, and be honest about it, that they can receive discounts and promotions. Maybe if you're a nonprofit, it enables them to show support for your charitable organization, either financially or by volunteering. Another way you can do it is if you don't want to offer discounts, enable them to get exclusive content from you. Maybe invitations to a webinar like this one. But what are your concerns when you're signing up to an email list? If you're like most people, these are the kinds of things that people worry about when they think about signing up. How often am I going to get an email? How are you going to treat my email address? I have privacy concerns. Or if I sign up, can I opt out? So one of the great things about signing up for someone's email list, or when you ask people to sign up for your list, is use a tool that enables them to easily unsubscribe. And also give them options if you have multiple lists. Encourage them to sign up for the lists that are relevant to the content that they would be interested in receiving. But don't ask people just to join your list. Who wants to just join a random list? You've got to give them a reason to join your list. So here are a couple of examples that you might put to work for yourself. One example is to offer a discount or promotion. So in this example from Southside Cycling, it might be if you join our list, you'll get 15% off your next purchase. Now, if you're buying a bicycle, for example, let's say it's a mid-priced bike, $500 to $800, 15% off starts to turn into real money that you could save just by providing your email address. Maybe in showing support for an animal shelter. Sign up to receive a free adoption guide. Or maybe you're a B2B business. So it might be sign up and you'll get access to a free ebook from us. You can also offer a bonus, a case study or a success story, maybe some primary research that you've done, maybe a toolkit that will help them do more business, or maybe invitations to online workshops or events. It helps prove your credibility. Another way to do it is to offer a bonus on landing pages. You can have a landing page show up and have special offers. You might share them on your website or on your blog or in social media. And all of this, if you're using Constant Contact, gets automatically linked into your account. How about if you run a social media campaign? Maybe it's on for Southside Cycling, for example. When they sign up for your list and they get that 15% discount, what comes next? Well, the first thing might be a welcome email, right? So they sign up, they get that 15% off coupon, and then they get a welcome email from you. And maybe the email after that is an invitation to connect with them on social media. Now, for those of you who attended yesterday's online event, among the things I talked about was the perfect customer life cycle and how you stay in touch with people that have signed up for your list. And one of the things I offered up was a bonus, which was if you send me an email, I'll send you a worksheet that's a checklist actually. It's 50 ways to wow your customers. And if you sent me an email after attending that webinar, you got through my autoresponder that checklist. And essentially it worked like this. If you sent me an email, I attached you to an autoresponder list that automatically sent out 50 ways to wow your customers. And that's one of the things that you can do when people sign up for your list. Constant Contact makes it super easy to make that happen. Now, if this were the 90-minute session, I would have given a live demo of how to do this. But for the sake of time, let me instead show you a case study about one of our clients who's based in Ormond Beach. That's near Daytona if you're not in the Orlando area. This is a company that before they started using email marketing, they were using Google AdWords. And their annual sales were about $50,000 a year. And what they told me was they were getting zero return on their AdWords marketing spend. It was like flushing money down the toilet. And they started using email marketing. It happened to be Constant Contact. As I mentioned, I've been one of their top partners for years. And it was a tickle to me when not long after they started using it, they sent me this video.
Hi, I'm Pamela Fay, co-owner of Imprints for Less, founded in 2010. We provide over 1 million products with your logo on them. Everything from bags, pens, cups, anything you can imagine. In our first year, we averaged $50,000 in sales. Business growth was slow in the first 3 years, and in 2013, we started using Constant Contact. With the help of Ken Countess, our business tripled almost immediately. Today, we average over $500,000 in sales annually. Everyone at Imprints for Less would like to thank Constant Contact and Ken Countess. Thanks, Ken.
So, of course, not every business is going to experience that kind of success. But for them, they grew from $50,000 in sales to $700,000 in sales. They stopped using AdWords, by the way, on the day that they started using Constant Contact. So for them, the return on investment for email is over 300 to 1. So when it comes to growing your list, remember the value of growing your list. Remember this worksheet. And this will help you quantify the value of your list. And by the way, it's not how big your list is at all. Your list can be 50 people, and if your average sale is a couple $1,000s, your list is worth $100,000 right off the bat. Give me a list of 50 people that know me compared to a list of 10,000 people who don't know me, and I'll take the list of 50 any day of the week. If you're not using email yet, I want you to know it's incredibly affordable. It only costs $20 a month to start, and there are no contracts. If you're not using any email service right now, start out with a free trial. Let us show you how well it works for you. There's no credit card needed. You go to completelyfreetrial.com. completelyfreetrial.com. And if you put in your email address and it says, hey, you've already got an account, maybe you signed up for one a long, long time ago and it expired. So if that's the case, use a different email address and you'll be able to sign up easily. And if you still get that error, just contact me and we'll set up an account for you with whatever email address you want. Doesn't matter if you used it before or not. The idea here is to make sure that you are marketing your business. People check their email every single day. And so if you're not in their inbox, you're missing out on a chance to start doing more business. And let me add something else. I get questions a lot from people who say, should I be marketing right now? Should I be sending emails to people right now? And the answer is absolutely. And here's why. We're in this really difficult time right now. A lot of people are still trying to figure out what to do, how to navigate through this. A lot of people are certainly out of work. But if you have a business that you're running, one thing you need to know is that people are on the web researching all sorts of things. And so if you're not marketing your business, you're invisible to them. And I know from looking at the list of attendees, the types of businesses that many of you are in. So if you are a coach or you are a consultant, or I know we have a videographer here. I know we have people in the insurance business. By the way, let me know what business you're in so I can give you a couple of tips while we're here together. Use the chat or Q&A box and let me know what type of business you're in. But here's the point. No matter what kind of business you're in, there are other people out there competing with you. And whether they are actively or somewhat actively competing, the fact is that if they are marketing, they're getting share of mind of people who are looking for people who do what you do. And so you need to become, if you're not already, you need to be top of mind on a pretty consistent basis. Because once things start to open up again, you want to be the person that people think of immediately and not do a Google search to try to find someone who does what you do. This is particularly true when it comes to things like insurance sales, in real estate, in financial planning, on life coaching, you name it. There are lots of people out there competing with you. So you want to stay ahead of the curve and market your business. And by the way, if you're already using Constant Contact or you're thinking about it, I have a special offer for you too. And that is that if you don't have a website, or you have one that's just not doing what you'd like it to do, and you want to build another one or have somebody build it for you, you can get a free website builder that normally would cost you $240 a year. And if you do it through us, we can get it to you for free if you get a Constant Contact paid subscription. All right, so let's recap. The first thing to do is when you're meeting people, ask them to join your list, but give them a reason to join your list. Tell them what to expect. Entice them. Show them the value in your ask. And then also, easy to do is set a pop-up form on your website. I'd encourage you to go to our website after this webinar. And as I mentioned, I'll send you an email thanking you for attending. And one of the links in that email will direct you to our website. And you'll see the pop-up form when you go to leave that page that asks just a couple of questions. What's your email address? What's your first name? And I might even have a phone number listed in there as well as something we ask about. And that's how we get people to sign up on our list. Our list has grown phenomenally just using that strategy. And it's super simple to do, no matter what kind of a website you have. So no matter what kind of marketing you need help for, you can find all of your marketing needs in one place. Just reach out to us, whether it's email or website, you need a logo, you need social advertising help, whatever. I've got 3 action items for you to do this week. Ready? Here's number 1. Take a look at your marketing. Is it delivering the results that you need to succeed? Number 2, make sure you schedule a consultation with me and sign up for our events. You can do that on our website. And number 3, also on our website, under the Offers tab, sign up for the tools that will help you grow your business. There's no credit card required for most of them. When you go to our website, look at the tab all the way on the right. That's where the red arrow is pointing to. It says Offers. We try to make it easy. Okay, I'm ready to go into Q&A. And once again, where the Q&A box is, move your mouse down to the bottom of the screen. That will reveal the toolbar where you can use the chat box or Q&A, whatever you like. My name's Ken Countess. I'm Managing Director of the Countess Group. We help businesses just like yours gain an unfair advantage over their competition with targeted marketing. We're a full-service marketing consultancy. Why would you hire us? Good question. We're a team of over 30 people with over 40 years of marketing experience. And by the way, those are people with 40 years. It's not taking all 30 people and adding up their experience and everybody's got a year or 2 and that's how you get to 40. No, it's not that at all. We've got a very experienced team. We vet everybody to make sure we have top talent. So we can coach you or we could do it for you. I encourage you to be sure that you take time to absorb and practice what you've seen today. And give me a call if you have any questions. We'll all get through this challenging time together by working together. Okay, let's go to Q&A. And while you're thinking about questions you might want to ask, let me put up a screenshot of our website and the URL to go to where you can take a look at replays of events, look at upcoming events, sign up for them, get those free trials, schedule a consultation, and more. Okay, so let me, I've got 3 screens running here. So let me take a look at the questions and the chats, and let's see what people are asking about. Ron wants to know what a landing page is. Good question, Ron. You know, sometimes I take it for granted. A lot of people don't know some of the technology. A landing page looks very much like a web page. And I know when you and I spoke yesterday, Ron, you said you didn't have, other than the Dr. Print website, you didn't have another site. This would be a way for people to find you. Let's say you have a Facebook campaign. We could drive people to this thing called a landing page, which encourages them to give you their contact information, first name, last name, email address, whatever it is you like. And the simplest landing page simply asks people for an email address. I'm sure you've been on many, many websites where it was just a simple static one-page site. That's a landing page. Okay, let's see, what else do we have here? Pat says he's into video conferencing. Awesome, Pat, and good to see you with us today. Andrea does event equipment rentals. Dr. Ron does greeting cards. All awesome. That's all I'm seeing in the chat and Q&A boxes so far. So while I'm waiting for other stuff to show up, you can find us all over social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter. There are others as well. But look us up and follow us on our social channels. Whichever channels you like to use, we're probably there. I do have an ask of you for attending today's session. And that ask is to share my emails and share my social media posts and like my social pages. And if you've attended any of my classes before, or if we've done any work for you before, email me a testimonial. I'd love to hear from you and I'd love to hear your comments. And with your permission, and I only do it with permission, I'll post them on our website. So let me know if number one, if you would send a testimonial, that would be terrific. That's like a review. And also let me know if you'd be willing to have me post it on our website. I don't use the full name. I might use either your initials or your first name and the first initial of your last name. Okay, so those are my asks. Share my emails, share my social posts, like my social pages, and then please email me a testimonial. Hey, this is Ken Countess, and well, I do this every morning. We do it on Zoom and stream it also on Facebook Live. If you have something you'd like me to cover, go ahead and send it in. Let me know what you'd like me to do for you. This is all in response to the pandemic. Businesses have been hurt. I want to help. So please join me tomorrow morning. Join the rest of the crowd. We'll see you then. Okay, and as I mentioned, we do these 7 days a week, all the way through the month of April. This is event number 31, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So every morning at this time, if you're outside the US, make the adjustment. I know we have people here from Europe and Asia. Thank you all for joining us, and be sure to join us again. Join me for another webinar. By the way, we have another one coming up 2 hours from right now. It's a different login URL, so go to my website, you see the URL on screen, and sign up for that event too. I know you'll get a lot out of it. All right? So, hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I really love it when you show up, and I love the family of people we've got. We've got some folks who haven't missed a session yet. So thanks so much for joining me. I do hope I'll see you on our session this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Either way, have yourself a great day. Bye for now.